has arrived once again here at camp, and today is going to be an absolutely beautiful day. Not in terms of weather, but in terms of what's happening. We've got some incredible people, we've got an incredible location, we've got not so good weather, but you know what? That's okay. Now, the plan for today is a little bit complex and not too simple, which is completely fine. That's exciting, it's different. First off, I'm heading to fishing stream. Well, not first off, sorry. That's happening a little bit later. Before then, we've got, of course, session. Then it's the fishing stream, and then there's a whole lot of gaps and things that need to be filled. But then the highlight of today is something that we haven't done and haven't tried before here at our ranch show, or at least not while I've been here. Today, we're doing an amazing race, and growing up, I used to absolutely adore them, simply because it was running around the place, doing these random activities, and it was so fun. Like, for instance, I remember this one time with church. I did this big, massive, amazing race. Like, you started at this one area, and then you went into central Wellington, and then you went into another location that was like the botanical gardens, and you took buses, you took cable cars, you took trains, and it was like, this is actually well done and so fun. Now, this amazing race may not be as good as that, but hey, it's gonna be freaking great, and I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, session is about to start in not too long. Well, when I say not too long, it's more like video not too long, in the terms that that's going to be the next shot. So without further ado, let's get on our way, get ready for a fantastic day, and keep positive. And that was another awesome session done by the wonderful Sonia. Once again, all I can say is I absolutely love the way that she speaks, and it transforms quite a bit from what she normally does when it's with the kids. And it's still incredible just what she says. It's like, how do you do this? Are you some sort of wizard? But anyway, the plan next, as I said a little bit earlier, we're heading down to the beach so that we can do the fishing stream, which is a bunch of fun. I love to do it because, of course, it's in a beautiful spot. Maybe it's a bit cold, maybe it's a bit windy, but hey, it's still fun, it's still beautiful. And it's just something a little bit different from the regular norm. Now, problem is, I don't really have that many shots that I'm getting over this week. There's a lot of fishing and not a ton of anything else, and that's kind of hard. It's not too great for my mentality, simply because in my head I'm like, these videos are really average. And that's kind of sucky when you're working so hard, when you're so tired because you're staying up until 2 a.m. in the morning editing them. It's just a pain in the butowski. But as I said, it is what it is. It's okay. You don't have to worry too badly. All you can do is your best. And sometimes that doesn't feel good enough, but that's all you can do. That's really it. There's nothing else you can even say. Anyway, it's time for the beach and the fishing stream. So let's get on our way and have a fantastic time. So the trip to the beach didn't really go as planned. 1, we didn't catch any fish. 2, the weather was pretty darn miserable. And 3, I didn't spend too much time doing the video, simply because I was chasing after a kid, making sure he was alright because he got hurt and was pretty frustrated at someone. And to be fair, if I were in the same situation, I would have done the same. Well, I mean, not now. When I was his age. If I did it now, I'd be like, ouchies. And then I would go, it's alright, it was a mistake. Or I'd go, dude, what the heck are you doing? Because I think it wasn't a mistake. I'd just be like, really? What were you thinking? Well, it was no biggie. I mean, the most difficult part for me was trying to communicate with this kid, because he walked off, he was unhappy, and I just wanted to make sure that he was okay and that he could come back and have some fun, which in the end didn't really work out, but at least we got him back all right. And I can definitely confirm I'm terrible with kids, because I got like 10 words out of him, which was at least something. Every single word that he said, I'm like, yes, a word. Yes, another one. Yes, I've got this. Anyway, next up on the list is not a lot, to be quite honest with you. There's a bit of a gap before anything else really begins. I believe there's breakaway for the leaders, which means that I might be doing some more filming with the kids. And that's about it, to be quite honest with you. That's about it before the amazing race anyway, because that is going to be exciting. But right now, I'm going to check what's going on. Going to make sure that I'm at the right place at the right time so that I can get some footage, get some photographs. Because honestly, I'm not too pleased with how I've gone in terms of this photography and video for the camp, because I haven't got a ton. And honestly, my goal in life at the moment is to pursue my passions of film and photography. And through our ranch show, I am able to do that. I am able to get my name out there. And right now, I'm not giving my name a very good reputation. Or at least I feel. Let me be clear. I'm not being lazy. I am simply doing other jobs. So yeah, hire me, and I'm gonna go do stuff. So we've just completed the amazing race, and I really want to say this, but I don't really know if I can. It was pretty amazing. But in case you didn't realize, we're having pizza. Happiest moment of my life. Well, it's not actually, but we'll say it is because that makes everything sound better, as though I'm the happiest person ever and pizza can fix all my problems. But pretty much, as I said, it's dinner time. I'm about to eat my pizza, and then of course, after dinner, it's session, which is super fun. And Connor is a weirdo. Hey, that's why we get on so well, right? And next up, it's session, which is absolutely amazing. I do enjoy session sometimes, as long as I can actually work it out and stuff like that. Because of course, I've got to wean my way around lots of children, and there's not really a space for me to walk around in and take photos and take video. I'm not that professional yet. It's kind of sad. And my day has come to a close. It has been incredibly long. I am incredibly tired, and as per usual here at camp, I still have a long way to go, and it's already 11:30 at night. Oh, I'm gonna need all the help that I can get this evening, so literally I need some prayer. To be quite honest with you, I'm literally praying under my breath or in my head right now, and I'm just hoping that I have got this evening, because I want to put out something great and I want to make some fun for the kids. So enough talk, it's time to get on with work and see what magic I can pull off. And when I say magic, I don't know how to take that, but it just sounds kind of cool, to be honest. So I'm just a tad bit frustrated. You see, I got through about an hour and a half of editing last night here at camp, and my computer decides to crash halfway through the edit. Now, I'm having some serious problems with my software. You see, for whatever bizarre reason, if it turns off, if it shuts down, if something happens to the software and it closes, if you try and open it up again and you don't have internet, you can no longer use the software because it will not allow you to. Now, clearly, I'm at camp. I have little to no access to any internet whatsoever. So every single time that it shuts down, I get a little bit screwed. I spent probably 10-30 minutes trying to connect it back up, trying to get this edit out, but the fact is, I couldn't do it. And so, there is no highlight reel for today, which sucks given that I've paid money for a software that I can no longer use. Well, here anyway. It's just painful, but it's okay. It is what it is in the end. I mean, it's not too much of a tragedy. It's just a highlight reel. It's not like any kids are gonna go, oh no, I didn't get to see a highlight reel one of the days at camp, I'm not ever coming back. Exactly, with that voice. That is a very accurate representation of pretty much all the kids. Anyway, today is the final full day here at camp. I don't have a lot planned, to be quite honest with you. Normally the last day of camp is the day that I get the least footage, which is okay. It is what it is in the end, but I'm gonna do my absolute best to get as much as I can, simply because I'm trying to push this vlog to a point. Even though I've already missed one day because of today, I've decided that I'm really gonna work it, and it's gonna be fun. So to start things off, it's time for session. Let's head on inside and get ready to party. Bleh. And that is our last session with Sonia, who is the speaker for Kids Camp for the kids specifically over the week. And honestly, I'm disappointed because that means that camp is almost over, and also because I like Sonia. Sonia can stay. And on top of that, this is actually a good thing, so it's not really on top of that, but I finally got my software hopefully working, because I ran to the office, asked for an internet code, connected to the internet, got it all sorted, and hopefully it won't be a poofter next time, because that would be absolutely miserable. Next on the schedule though is the streams. I'm heading back to fishing once again, because of course I can drive and not everyone can legally do that, so you know, that's kind of just where I get shoved, because I'm a fella. That's pretty much my role. I'm a filler, I help with some oversight stuff, and I also do the photography and videography. My role is very complex and different. Oh, and I also do sound. That's another thing. But anywho, enough talk. Let's go and find out what I'm doing next, which is probably the fishing stream, so I need to get the car and get everything all sorted. Okay, so here's the current situation of what's happening with my camp life, I guess you could say. Pretty much, I got back from camp after the fishing stream, and I've had pretty much nothing to film. Right now, they're watching a movie inside the hall behind me, so there's even less to film. Most of the leaders are off playing a game while the kids are watching their film. I was playing for the first little bit, but it just got kind of meh halfway through. Normally we play football, they're playing volleyball. Problem with volleyball, it takes some amount of skill to actually play. Whereas with football, you can just run backwards, run forwards, run all around, and next to no one has any skill at all in volleyball. And it's like, hey, I want to play, and they're like, and it goes in 50 foot that way. But later on this afternoon is when hopefully something interesting will happen that I can actually add to the vlog, which is the skit afternoon. Hopefully I'm going to be to judge if I'm allowed to, because that looks like a bunch of fun. And the last time I was here I did that and I had so much fun doing it, because I'm like, hey, I'm a person, I'm judging you, and it's actually okay to do that for once. So I'm gonna head back into the movie because I'm actually kind of enjoying it. It's How to Train Your Dragon, and that movie is so good. So without further ado, let's just do this, and then the next shot should be of the skit afternoon. So I was a little bit wrong about what I said about before. We didn't actually do the skits as of yet. I just walked around a little bit having a look at the group's practice, and then during session this evening we are going to be actually performing them and hopefully seeing some good stuff. Instead, what I've been doing, as I said, is walking around, and I just spent the last little bit listening to some music and just having a bit of a jump around, a bit of a dance around. I can't dance to save me, but I can enjoy just a bit of a jump and a bit of an arm swing, and yeah, it's something simple, playing some music that I like and just being able to zone out with a cool sound system, which is something that you don't get to do all the time. Honestly, it is what it is. It's nothing insane, and it's nothing that I'm like, wow, that's super neat. It's just something fun. Next up on the list is, of course, session, which means also the skit is on, and that's going to be super duper fun. So without further ado, let's get things rolling, let's get things started, and have a beautiful time. Okay, so session is now over. Now, excuse the hat here. I wanted to get the hat out of there because I hate the shadow that it casts on my face when the lighting is coming from above. So, you know, that's disgusting. As I said, well, hopefully I said, session is now complete. Right now, I'm right about to start my edit. Now, this is the biggest edit of the week, very simply because, of course, I've got to get all the footage from the entire week, put it together, make it good, because, of course, one, this is being shown to the kids, but also it will be shown to all the adults. And who knows? There could be someone out there that's like, hey, you're pretty good, come work for me, and I'll be like, that's what I need right now. But I'm gonna have a long evening ahead of me. I'm getting myself started early, cooking up some hash browns, because I got some hash browns, even though I feel bad about it, just cause. But let's do this, let's get this done, let's make something incredible, something beautiful, something that people will remember. Let's pretend that today is the Friday after camp finished, rather than a week and a half later, because it has taken me that long to put this all together. Let's be really clear about something. I haven't been constantly working. I've been constantly working instead with my own mind, because honestly, creation and doing everything that I do, including life itself, is a huge mental battle, and it's been super hard for me to put this together. But anyway, about the end of camp, pretty much the last day or Friday, I decided not to do any videos, simply because there's no purpose. There's very little to show because it's mostly cleaning. There's a camp concert, which is pretty much just showing some of the stuff that happened over the week, including a highlight reel. So I figured, hey, what's the point? But I had a spectacular time at camp. I always love being there, and I look forward to the next time that I'm there. But right now, it's back to regular life, and regular life hasn't been too fantastic. But you know what? That's okay. There's only one thing you can do when life gets you down. You know what that is? Give it the big old middle finger.